Ever wondered how to transfer RMB out of communist China using Bitcoin? Today we're going to demystify this process. Welcome to the world of cryptocurrency, a digital or virtual form of currency that uses cryptography for security. It's a fascinating realm, one that is revolutionizing the way we understand and use money. Now, let's talk about the superstar of the crypto world, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, a decentralized digital currency without a central bank or single administrator, is leading the charge in the cryptocurrency revolution. It's a currency that's not bound by geographical borders or government regulations, making it an attractive option for those looking to transfer money out of China. But why would one need to transfer money out of China, you ask? Well, there are several reasons. Perhaps you're a business person needing to make international transactions, or maybe you're a student studying abroad who needs to pay for tuition and expenses. Regardless of your reason, Bitcoin can be a handy tool to transfer RMB out of China. Now the question arises, how does one go about doing this? How do you turn your RMB into Bitcoin and then transfer it out of China? It might sound complicated, but don't worry. We're here to guide you through this process, step by step. We'll start by setting up a Bitcoin wallet. Then we'll move on to buying Bitcoin using your RMB. Once that's done, we'll show you how to transfer your newly acquired Bitcoin to an international exchange. Finally, we'll guide you through selling your Bitcoin for your desired currency, thereby successfully transferring your money out of China. So are you ready to embark on this journey with us? Ready to dive into this detailed step-by-step guide? Let's get this show on the road. The first step in this process is setting up a Bitcoin wallet. A Bitcoin wallet is essentially your digital purse, where you'll store your Bitcoins. It's the first step towards your journey into the world of cryptocurrency. Now, setting up a Bitcoin wallet is a simple process, but it's crucial to understand how to do it right, as it involves matters of security and privacy. There are a variety of Bitcoin wallets out there. The three main types are hardware, software, and mobile wallets. Each comes with its own set of advantages and considerations. Hardware wallets are physical devices that store your Bitcoins offline. They're considered the most secure, as they're immune to computer viruses and hackers. However, they can be a bit pricey and might not be necessary if you're just getting started. Software wallets are programs that you can install on your computer or smartphone. They're a cost-effective option and are generally user-friendly, but remember, your Bitcoins are only as safe as the device you're storing them on. So make sure to keep your device secure and back up your wallet regularly. Mobile wallets, which are essentially software wallets designed for smartphones, offer convenience at your fingertips. You can access your Bitcoins anytime, anywhere. However, security is a concern, especially if your phone is prone to theft or loss. Regardless of the type of wallet you choose, privacy should be your utmost concern. Always opt for wallets that prioritize user privacy and have robust security measures in place. Also, remember to keep your wallet's private key, a sort of digital password, safe and secure. Losing it would be like losing the key to a physical wallet full of cash. So take your time, do your research, and choose a Bitcoin wallet that best suits your needs and comfort level. The world of Bitcoin is exciting, but it's also a space that requires careful navigation. With your Bitcoin wallet ready, we're all set to move to the next step. Now that you've got your Bitcoin wallet, it's time to fill it up with some Bitcoins. First things first, navigating to the HTX CNY platform is your initial step. Once there, you'll find a user-friendly interface that makes the buying process straightforward. With a few clicks, you're on your way to owning Bitcoin. To get started, locate the Buy button. It's usually placed prominently, so you can't miss it. Clicking on it will bring you to a page where you can enter the amount of RMB you'd like to exchange for Bitcoin. A simple interface makes it easy to input the amount. Once you've entered the amount, you'll be shown the current exchange rate. This rate is dynamic, reflecting the real-time value of Bitcoin against the RMB. It's essential to note this rate as it determines the amount of Bitcoin you'll receive for your RMB. Moving on, the platform will show you the transaction fee. This fee, usually a small percentage of the transaction, is charged for the services provided by the platform. It may vary from time to time, but it's typically a negligible amount. This fee ensures that the platform can continue providing its services, making your Bitcoin buying process smooth and seamless. After you've reviewed the exchange rate and transaction fee, it's time to proceed with the transaction. Click on the Confirm button to finalize your purchase. Depending on network congestion, transaction time may vary. However, most transactions are completed within a few minutes. Once the transaction is confirmed, the corresponding amount of Bitcoin will be transferred to your Bitcoin wallet. You can then check your wallet to confirm receipt of the Bitcoin. The beauty of Bitcoin is its transparency. Every transaction is recorded on the blockchain, ensuring there are no discrepancies. And there you have it. You've just purchased Bitcoin using RMB on the HTX CNY platform. It's an effortless process, isn't it? Now you have the freedom to use your Bitcoin as you wish. Whether you want to hold on to it as an investment or use it for transactions, the choice is yours. Great job! You've successfully purchased Bitcoin using RMB. What's next, you ask? Let's find out. The next step is transferring your newly acquired Bitcoin to an international exchange. Now that you've successfully purchased some Bitcoin with your RMB, it's time to move it to a more global platform. This process is known as transferring Bitcoin to an international exchange. Think of your Bitcoin wallet as a local bank where you keep your digital currency. An international exchange, on the other hand, is like a foreign bank where you can exchange your Bitcoin for other currencies. In our case, we're interested in exchanging Bitcoin for a currency that's widely accepted outside of China. So, how do we go about this? First off, you'll need to choose a reliable international exchange. This choice is crucial as not all exchanges are created equal. Some are more secure, offer better rates, or have a more user-friendly interface. It's like choosing a bank. You want to ensure that your money is safe, and the services provided meet your needs. Once you've chosen your international exchange, you'll need to create an account. This process usually involves providing some personal details and setting up security measures like a password and two-factor authentication. After your account is set up, you'll need to locate your Bitcoin wallet address on the international exchange. This is a unique string of numbers and letters that represents your account on the exchange. It's like your account number at a traditional bank. Next, you'll need to go back to your local Bitcoin wallet and initiate a transfer to the international exchange. You'll do this by inputting the Bitcoin wallet address from the international exchange. Double-check the address before sending. If you send your Bitcoin to the wrong address, it's gone for good. After initiating the transfer, you'll need to wait for the transaction to be confirmed on the Bitcoin network. This can take anywhere from a few minutes to an hour, depending on network congestion. And there you have it. You've successfully transferred your Bitcoin from your local wallet to an international exchange. But remember, while your Bitcoin is now more accessible to global markets, it's also exposed to the volatility of the cryptocurrency market. So, always keep an eye on market trends and stay informed. With your Bitcoin safely in the international exchange, we're almost at the finish line. Here comes the final step. Selling your Bitcoin for your desired currency. Now that you've successfully transferred your Bitcoin to an international exchange, it's time to convert it into your desired currency. This process, like the earlier steps, is quite straightforward, but there are a few factors you should bear in mind. Let's start with the basics. To sell your Bitcoin, you'll need to navigate to the sell or trade section of the exchange. This might be labeled differently depending on the platform, but it's typically quite easy to find. Once there, you'll select Bitcoin from the list of available cryptocurrencies, enter the amount you wish to sell, and specify the currency you'd like to receive in exchange. Before you confirm the transaction, though, it's worth taking a moment to consider the current exchange rate. Cryptocurrency values can fluctuate quite dramatically, and the rate at which you sell your Bitcoin can significantly impact the amount of money you end up with. Most exchanges will display the current rate directly on the sell page, but you might also want to check a few external sources to ensure you're getting a fair deal. Transaction fees are another important factor to consider when selling your Bitcoin. Most exchanges will charge a small fee for each transaction, which is typically a percentage of the total value of the trade. These fees can add up, especially if you're selling a large amount of Bitcoin, so it's worth shopping around to find an exchange with reasonable rates. Once you've considered the exchange rate and transaction fees and you're happy with the deal, you can proceed with the transaction. The exchange will then convert your Bitcoin into your desired currency, which you can withdraw to your bank account or digital wallet. And there you have it. You've turned your RMB into Bitcoin, transferred it out of China, and converted it back into your desired currency. It might seem like a lot of steps, but once you've done it a couple of times, it becomes second nature. It's also worth noting that while we focused on Bitcoin in this guide, the process is similar for other cryptocurrencies. So if you prefer to use Ethereum, Litecoin, or another digital currency, you can follow the same steps. Finally, always remember to keep your digital assets secure. Use strong passwords, enable two-factor authentication, and be wary of phishing attempts and other scams. Your digital wealth is only as secure as you make it. Congratulations! You've successfully transferred RMB out of China using Bitcoin. So, there you have it. A comprehensive guide to transferring RMB out of China using Bitcoin. In just a few simple steps, we've journeyed from setting up a Bitcoin wallet, to buying Bitcoin using RMB on HTX-CNY, to transferring our Bitcoin to an international exchange, and finally, selling our Bitcoin for the currency of our choice. It's a process that, while it may seem complex at first, can become almost second nature with a bit of practice and patience. We began by setting up a Bitcoin wallet, a digital bank account of sorts, where we store our Bitcoin. We then purchased Bitcoin using RMB on HTX-CNY. A process that involves some careful navigation and a keen eye for favorable exchange rates. Next, we transferred our newly acquired Bitcoin to an international exchange, a step that took us out of the local market and into the global one. This is where the real magic happened as we converted our Bitcoin into the currency of our choice, effectively moving our money out of China. Throughout this process, we have emphasized the importance of security and due diligence. Cryptocurrency, like any form of money, needs to be handled with care. It's crucial to secure your Bitcoin wallet, to be vigilant when making transactions, and to stay informed about the ever-changing landscape of cryptocurrency. This journey also highlights the power of Bitcoin as a tool for financial freedom and flexibility. It offers a way to move money across borders without the usual constraints of traditional banking systems. But, like any tool, its effectiveness depends on how well you understand and use it. Now that you're equipped with this knowledge, will you consider moving money out of communist China? We'd love to hear your thoughts.